Alright, in the next function, we are going to discuss a relative function to the end function, and that is the OR function. In the previous video, we discussed the end function which combines logical tests together, but the end function requires you to satisfy all conditions in order for you to get the true statement or the value if true. Now, what if you have more than one condition, more than one logical statement, but you only need to satisfy just one of those conditions? And this is the job of another function that's used to combine logical tests together, and that is the function OR. So according to the instruction here, indicate here for approval if the requester is a rank and file employee or if the amount requested is more than 100,000. So we have two conditions, but we don't need to satisfy both conditions. Just one of them will do. Now, we're going to use OR. Open parenthesis. The first condition is that if C2 is equal to rank and file. If C2 is equal to rank and file, or the amount requested is more than 100,000, then close. So these are the two logical statements that we want. If any one of them is satisfied, then it's going to be marked as for approval, while if it's not for approval, then maybe we could something like quote or for distribution or approved. It's up to you what you want. Close, enter. Double click to get the rest. So we got a lot of for approval here because OR is a little easier to satisfy compared to AND. As long as one of them is satisfied, you're going to get this one for approval. Now, a few reminders about this. Similar to the AND statement or the AND function, the most common mistake I see is not closing the OR function once you're done listing down all your logical statements. Just like the AND function, OR is limited up to 30 logical statements, but only one of them needs to be satisfied for you to get the yes. Also, make sure that you are creating correct logical statements by making sure that you are typing correct parameters like this one, rank and file. It's used as rank ampersand file. It's not rank and file like this. In our sample data, we use the ampersand symbol, so make sure to use that. Make sure to put spaces when needed. It has to be exactly the same. It doesn't have to be the same in terms of case. I could type it in small letters if I want, like this. It's now in small letters. It will still work. But what matters is the spelling or values that you want. So see, we have here second to the last, it says approved because this one is a supervisor. It's not a rank and file. And we saw the period there because we place a period inside the false statement. So make sure you got it correct. And as a good habit as well, it's always best to use the correct case as how it was typed in your data. Not required, but it's always best to match what it looks like. Double click, and we have the correct answer now. I hope that is clear. See you in the next video. In the next video, we are going to combine and then OR together.